Yeah, I was wanting to notify the 911 dispatcher that I'll be burning a brush pile today. Well, today, guys, I'm going to try to get 2 brush piles burnt. It rained 3 inches of rain the other day, so everything is really wet. There's still standing water, and I just put a little bit of lighter fluid on there. I don't think that's going to be quite enough, but we're going to see if we can get it going. All right, I got the brush pile going right there, but you can see how deep this brush pile is. It goes all the way across over to this side. Now there is some weeds from the garden in there. They had a bunch of nasty weeds with thorns I didn't want in our compost pile, so there is some garden weeds in here, but we got a pretty good brush pile to burn today. Well, trying to light it on this side really didn't do anything but cause a bunch of smoke. But that fire's working its way up underneath, man. It's getting in there. From this side, you can see it. It looks good. If I just be patient, it'll burn all the way across. Well, I'm getting a little impatient. I kind of wish this would go a little faster than it is. And there's still probably 5-6 feet of brush before where the fire is. So I'm thinking I might be able to get the tractor and push on this side since it's 6 feet deep and see if I can get it pushed back a little bit so it's like on top of the hot coals, and maybe it'll help that burn a little bit better. I don't know. I think there's plenty deep enough. I don't think it'll affect the tractor at all, but I think just a little bit of a push might help this burn a little better. So it's been about an hour since we were out here, and it's pretty well burned up. It's just burning right here in the middle, and you can see there's brush all the way around the outside that did not burn up. So I'm going to take the tractor. I'm just going to push on this in a couple feet, not very far. Just try to push some of this brush in, see if we can get a little bit more of this to burn. And then after that, I think we can just go ahead and move on to the next brush pile and see if we can get it to burn up. And we want it to burn up completely. This one I'm not too concerned with if there's a little bit left over when we're done, because I'm going to continue to put brush here over the next year. But the other one is actually inside of one of our pastures, and I want to get it completely gone. So I just poured about a gallon of diesel fuel on this end of the brush pile. I really want to get it started quickly and burning hot so that this can burn down as much as possible. I want to try to get this to burn as completely as possible because it's full of metal. There's old fencing mixed up in here. Of course, there's nails and lag screws and just a bunch of stuff. So I want to burn it down as much as I can, because once it's cooled down in about a week or so, I want to scoop up all the ash and all of the metal, and I want to get it put in that dumpster back there and get it hauled off so that I've got a nice clean surface here. This is an old silo grain bin, concrete pad, and get it all clean so then I can feed hay on there and have a nice high traffic area to feed hay, and then there'd be no chance of getting any metal in the animal's foots or in their hooves, you know. So I want this to burn as completely as possible just so I can get it cleaned up the best possible. Probably stand back fairly far to light this. All right, there she goes. So you look at this fire, I started it with diesel fuel, but it doesn't have weeds in it. And then you can see, like, there's really no smoke. It's just those weeds from that other fire is terrible. Okay, she's definitely hot. So besides all that metal and stuff, getting it in the dumpster, I've also got this trash pit over here that I want to clean up. And I checked it yesterday. We got 3 inches of rain, like I said the other day. This whole trash pit was completely full. It was only about that far from the top with water. So it's almost like a little pond back here, and it's just too wet to try to clean up right now. Hopefully this is gonna dry out. So here's the trash pit. And as we look in here, hopefully you can see that. It's all just solid, filled up with water. Right here's the edge. So it's gone down a little bit. It's about 6 inches from the edge right now, but completely full of water. That is gonna be a soupy mess trying to get that all scooped out and put in that dumpster. So I had thought about trying to dig this out today, but it's just so wet, I thought that burning the brush pile would be a better choice for today than trying to mess with this. So I think I'm gonna let that sit for a few more days. I think we've got at least 4 days without rain. Hopefully this will dry up a little bit and it'll be easier to try to scoop that out of there and get that put in the dumpster. But I got a feeling by the time we're done with this pile and what's left on the brush pile, we're gonna have that dumpster pretty well full. So right now this dumpster is it looks like it's about the third of the way full. But I think I can take the tractor, I can crush this down a little bit and kind of smash it in and make a little bit more space in here. And then the more space we get, the more trash we can put in here off this property, because there's no shortage of trash on this property, that's for sure. Well, that may be a little bit hard to tell, but it definitely helped. Probably pushed that side down about a foot and probably 2 feet on this side. So definitely made more space for us to put some trash in there. So we've got this for 2 weeks. The goal is to have it completely full before they haul it off. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that the weather holds off, so it's dry enough for us to at least gather up all this stuff and get it in there. Smell the smoke on my hand? So today, while the fire was burning, we finally ordered chickens and turkeys today. So Rebecca ordered some laying hens. We ordered some meat chickens. We ordered some turkeys. So they were already out. Most of the meat birds were already out till July, August time frame. And that's not bad because you're butchering in like October when it's nice and cool. But if you guys are wanting chickens ordered online, you better get to ordering them because they are almost sold out for the year. And that's crazy because this is like the first week in March. Well, I think this brush pile is about as good as it's gonna get. I've got everything pushed up fairly close together. I think I'm just gonna let this go now and let it burn down. All right, I got it all piled back up again. You can probably see the sun is going down, but I think I finally got this in a spot where it'll pretty well burn up overnight. And that is crazy how much that crackles. That Osage orange just crackles like crazy. Well, it's time for me to go ahead and put the animals up for the night. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So didn't turn out to be like a huge bonfire, especially as big as that other pile was, just as wet as it was. So it wasn't real spectacular of a fire today, but at least we got it all taken care of, and nothing caught fire that we didn't want to. That's always a positive. So I think that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Here's two of our turkeys trying to sit on a nest. Come on, you guys gotta go back to the barn. Go back to the barn. You don't even have any eggs. Come on. And here's our other two turkeys sitting here on it, pretending it's a nest. Come on. You don't have no eggs either. Neither do you. Oh, you do have an egg. There you go. That is a turkey egg. All right, girls, to the barn. Come on. Come on, go. Go to the barn. Go. Come on. There you go. There you go.